sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know it.
Can it wait?
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. All systems are go, man. Evening is drawing near. Perhaps we should seek shelter.
It's getting late. We should look for shelter.
Hey.
Point it out.
You want to swap supplies? No problem.
Hey.
Listening?
Hey, Dusty Weaves, it was good. It was chilly. Thanks for asking. No Canadians ate chili, thought you only ate poutine? Well, is that ever a cultural stereotype?
She's not American.
That is funny. What would you also say if I ate Japanese yesterday? I had sushi and teriyaki and gyoza. Do I not partake in ethnicities of food simply because I am Canadian? Hey, Dustin. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Japanese food. Like huge. It was a shining day because we live in a small town when we got like a little Japanese place up the street. Who likes butter chicken? I like butter chicken.
Not me.
No, not Nathan. Apparently, you silly boy. You don't like.
I like butter chicken, boy.
Well, we know you love your deep fried ice cream, Dustin. I don't know if I've ever had proper deep fried ice cream. Let's be real. We have been real. We've talked about that.
You.
I am struggling hard with inventory management tonight. I don't wanna do it.
Hey,
Sure. Here's my supply. Huh. After all these... everyone was willing to pick up a rifle and protect his neighbor, the raid.
Oh man, that takes a stupid amount of focus to get through. Whew.
He just wouldn't stand a chance.
Please, just... I need to be alone.
I think that's good though. I think that's sorted.
Okay.
Can you not stop jamming? Let's check out
This is what I've got.
Good enough. Good enough. What am I gonna do? I actually haven't made one of the noodle cups yet. I keep meaning to, but I never have enough razor grains. Or dirty water, to be honest.
What are you building? What the hell?
Who's there? Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Is Lorenzo here yet?
No, of course not, or we'd all be dead already. Now answer the question. Why did you free him?
I wasn't sure who was telling the truth, you or him.
And now he's coming here to kill all of us. Are you satisfied?
This is my fault. I hired this idiot, and she betrayed you.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now.
Now I understand why you locked him up. He's insane and has to be stopped.
Well, for Edward's sake, okay.
Oh my!
Ah, you're all here. Good.
I feel like
how
we
did you get
stepped
in
back in
here?
time.
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen.
Be
You know
silent.
I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
There! Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Is Lorenzo here yet?
No, of course not, or we'd all be dead already. Now answer the question. Why did you free him?
You were just keeping him prisoner, to keep yourselves alive.
That's a lie. I worked for centuries to find a way to cure him. But he doesn't want to be cured. He likes what he's become.
Hold on there, Jack. She has a point. Your story about curing Lorenzo has never quite added up.
What are you doing, Edward?
I'd just like to hear what she has to say. She's talked to Lorenzo. I never have. You're saying you think Jack's been lying about Lorenzo all this time.
You've been working for Jack a lot longer than I have. What do you think?
I already know what I think. I want to hear what you think.
Yes, Lorenzo doesn't seem crazy to me. Although he's understandably pretty pissed off.
Well, goddamn. I guess you have some explaining to do, Jack.
You can't seriously doubt me, Edward. After all I've done for you?
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me. Kept me a prisoner and fed off me like vampires to prolong
I feel like we've stepped back in time.
worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
Hey.
Well, that's done. Thank you for your assistance.
What are you going to do now?
Well, it seems that things have changed while I've been away. I have so much to learn. This new world seems to be one of limitless possibilities for people of our talents and inclinations.
What are you talking about? The world's been destroyed.
You're looking at things the wrong way, my friend. The old world's luxuries were paid for by an infinity of rules and restrictions. There was no room for a truly creative mind to flourish. Now, however, there's nothing to stand in my way. Or yours. But first, one last piece of unfinished business. I promised to share my blood with you. And I always keep my promises. Here is your reward. I will provide you with a lifetime supply as needed. But remember, This is my gift to you. I will give you another vial when you need it, for your own use only. Do not sell it or throw it away. After business, pleasure. Help yourself to a drink if you like. Jack seems to have done very well for himself, despite everything.
Hey.
It's a damn shame things had to end like this.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had to answer that for myself. Only thing I'm sure of is that I won't stay here. I've had my doubts about the Lorenzo situation for a long time. You may not realize, I've been working for the Cabot since before the Great War. I never met Lorenzo, of course. He was already locked up in Parsons when I came on board. So I've had to take Jack's word for everything the whole time. And I won't lie, I had a good situation here, and I didn't want to rock the boat. I don't know if it was the right decision or not, but what's done is done.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had to answer that for myself. Only thing I'm sure of is that I won't stay here.
Well, good luck. It's been a real pleasure working for you.
Same to you. I'm sorry I got you involved in this mess. Well, no point in hanging around here any longer. I'm done with the Cabots.
sure that's worth taking with us?
Hi, Bash. Sorry I missed that. I'm having to like multitask with my phone and my chat. My child stole my other tablet. I'm getting mom texts that I have to... Oh, look, I can steal all this. And it seems like you get the best because like I can loot their entire house now if I wanted. And I got so many benefits to be in Betrayal. Preston didn't even seem to mind, and he seems to be a right upstanding gentleman. So I can take that fat man now. take everything. It's pretty worth it.
All these years.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen this area, because I always tend to side with the Cabot family. Wow, they live in nice digs for an apocalypse.
Bingo. Hey.
Just point. To it.
All right, so let's see her journals, I guess. February 11th, 1968. Another unwanted gift from my loving brother. Still, it might be interesting to play around with it. February 19th, 1968. This whole computer thing turned out to be more interesting than I thought. I've been learning a lot from various BBSs. Jack's been griping about some mistakes he made in setting up his terminal, so I poked around until I found the file. It would be simple to fix it for him, but not nearly as much fun as watching him try and solve it on his own. April 1st, 1968. Was playing around with some new ideas and hit on a good gag. I wonder how long it will take Jack to figure it out. June 18th, 1984. Went to see Father again. I just showed up at the Parsons and threatened to make a scene until Jack finally agreed to let me go down. I don't know why I keep going. Father puts on quite an act for me. But I know it's not really him, not since he got back from his trip wearing that horrible crown. I keep hoping that somehow he'll come back, that I'll see even a glimmer of the real person again. Maybe Jack will eventually succeed. As annoying as he can be, I can't deny that he is very smart. May 3rd, 1994. I went off the serum for a whole month and thought I could stick with it this time. But when you actually feel yourself getting older by the day and know you can fix it, it's hard to give up the youth and beauty voluntarily. I bet most people couldn't do it if they had the choice. I guess I'll find out. April 15th, 2075. That's a big jump. Apparently, the Robotechs don't even know how their own system works. I mean, it's a simple bat file in the root directory of the database server, for crying out loud. Hardly the hack of the century or anything. Smiley face. November 9th, 2076. Things are just going from bad to worse. The things Robert tells me, most people don't even know how bad it is. And here we sit, safe in our little Cabot family bubble of privilege. I've tried to talk to Jack about it, but he's in his own world as usual. I doubt he even knows what year it is. And Mother, don't even get me started. Her whole life is a state of denial. I know this is insane to even think, but maybe this is for the best. You'd think I could just get a gun or some poison if I really wanted to end it for myself, but I could never be that deliberate. How selfish must I be to think that I need the world to end as a way for me to get out of killing myself? October 23rd, 2077. It's happening. I think a bomb must have hit somewhere near. Power is out all over, and as far as we can see from here, the emergency power is still on in the house. But not for long. Edward and Jack went to try and get Parsons. Priorities, you see. Jack left Anders in charge here. He seems competent enough, but there's something about the way he's been looking since it happened that I don't like. I'd better get back to Mother. November 19th, 2077. I got the power back on again, but things are very bad. But I would never admit this to anyone. But this is the most fun I've had since I can remember. I'm not bored anymore. Maybe this is how most people feel all the time. I really can't remember how I felt before the serum. Oh, and Anders is dead. I killed him. No one can believe it. 2 days after Jack left, he decided the Cabot house belonged to him, and Mother and I would have to leave. I can't really blame him. I mean, it was the end of the world, and I'm not sure most employment arrangements cover that. But he made the mistake of underestimating me. He didn't know how fast I was or how strong. I would have just made him leave, but he decided to fight. Probably better that way, one less person out there who knows about what we have here. We haven't heard from Jack for a week, and he and Edward made it to Parsons, at least. Jack radioed when they arrived, tried to be cheerful as usual, to put on a happy face for Emogene. But who really knows if they're going to manage? At least Edward is with him. If anyone can get through this, it's Edward. December 2nd, 2077. Jack made it back finally. He says Edward is very sick from radiation. He left him at Parsons. I don't think he expects him to live. I am not sure why neither of us is sick. I was out quite a lot, now that I think about it. Maybe another of the many benefits of Jack's magic serum. I'll have to thank Father the next time I see him. August 11th, 2089. It turns out that eventually even the apocalypse can get boring. Jack and Edward are too good at keeping us safe. It looks like the Cabot family is immune from the end of the world, just like everything else. We just shrug it off and keep going, just like we always have. Sometimes I'm very pleased about that. It makes me feel incredibly superior. Sometimes it makes me really, really sad. Most of the time, it's just boring as hell. July 4th, 2120. I've stopped telling anyone where I'm going. The world isn't as dangerous as Jack says. There are still people living out there, living their lives like they always have. I guess more of them are willing to try and kill you now, and that's probably just because they can. I always got the feeling that plenty of people would have liked to see us dead before. They just couldn't get away with it. March 13th, 2251. I don't know how Jack keeps himself busy day after day. You think he would realize that it was hopeless by now after all these years and years. Maybe he's just going through the motions the way I am. Or maybe he stopped trying to cure Father. I mean, after what happened to us, I'm the only one that has ever tried to go without the serum. Maybe Jack and Mother think they could just give it up. I think they're fooling themselves. And that's it.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I was curious about the ancient artifact you always wear.
Jack spent so many futile years trying to understand this. I could have told him everything he wanted to know. Through it, I commune with the ancient minds that founded our civilization. Whether they live within it, or it communicates with them through time or space, or whether it simply holds their memories, I don't know. What I do know is that it has widened my horizons beyond the tiny scope granted to normal men. I spent my long captivity exploring the memories of the ancients, their arts and sciences, their philosophy and worldview. Are we done?
Are you really over 400 years old?
Yes, I truly am. Although since I spent almost 4 centuries of that locked in a tiny room, I have spent most of my time exploring my own mind, as it were. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
Well, I think that's it. I have to do bedtime duty. But to anybody who's hung out and watched, listened to me read through all of Emma Jean's diaries, thanks. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for your views. Thanks for your comments. This has been fun to take a different path than I usually would with the Cabots, or than I did last. Let's be real, I've only played through this game once before, to take a different path than I did last time with the Cabots, as far as I remember. I like this way better, I believe. Well, Desta Weeps said, have a great night. You too, Desta Weeps. And I'll be back. Probably not tonight, but likely tomorrow. Hope everybody out there has a good night.